what this is, Dave? This is gardening weather. You know
Yeah,
that?
no doubt about it. Need a little bit of sunshine, but you got to have some rain too, and you can make a beautiful garden grow.
Absolutely, and there's a beautiful garden pretty much in our backyard at St. Catherine of Siena, and it's the community garden. And you got to check this out. We're going to find more about it. Father Frank Speier and Bryan Blevens are joining us now from St. Catherine of Siena. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great. How are the two of you doing?
We're doing fine, thank you.
Well, tell us about this garden. We're on the website, by the way. You can go to stcatherinetoledo.com, and right there at the top of the webpage, you'll see Community Garden. Open up and see all these fabulous images of what you've got going on there.
Well, good. Yes, we're just about getting ready to open, probably within the next 3 or 4 or 5 days, and we've been in operation now for 4 years. It's going to be our 4th growing season. And we have provided over 10,000 pounds of food for soup kitchens in the area and the poor within our community. So I can say that this has been a tremendous success to this point. A lot of volunteers, a lot of folks from the neighborhood that also come in and do little projects and things for us at the garden. But I want to introduce Bryan, let him speak about it a little bit. It's his idea. He brought it to us about 4 years ago, and it's really taken off. So, Bryan?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Bryan.
Well, actually, how the idea started was our St. Vincent de Paul Society here had a garden on the side of the church, and I was asked to water it, so we were watering it, and then one day between St. Vincent de Paul and I was watching a Sunday morning show, and they were talking about community gardens, and we have that field across the street from us. I came in to Father. I said, what about using the field for a community garden? And Father was like, okay. And I mean, we did some research on it, and we get a lot of help from different organizations. Little Grows is one of our great helpers, and Sacred Gardens, which is a non-denominational interfaith community garden community where everybody's helping everybody. And that's basically how the garden started. Our first year, we had like 3 rows, which they're about 144 feet long. And now we're up to 8.
Wow.
Last year, we donated about 4,500 pounds of food to, like Father said, to the local food pantries and the community around here, the church community. I guess that, and the thing is that the volunteers, we always need volunteers. So anybody out there hearing, come on down. We need your volunteers. So I guess that would be about what we're going on. And the thing is what the garden has turned into, besides just food, we have people. There's a couple, which is funny. Last year, I saw them. Like, people come in there to just sit. They sit on the benches to watch the moon come up.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's
which is hysterical, right? You're like, wow, that's great. We have our statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary, which was last year's project that came in. And, oh, my God, another thing, especially for the young kids, there were like, I want to say they were like from 12 to maybe 14, actually kneeling and doing a rosary in front of. So, like, this garden has taken on a life of its own, and the love from the garden is transferred to the people around the community. It's just fantastic.
That's one of the things I was going to say, looking at the pictures, Bryan. You've got young children from the community coming in and getting their hands in this dirt and seeing the result of that thing. That's got to be a blessing. Just take away everything else. That's worth it just by itself.
Oh, absolutely. And to see their little faces, that's what's even more fun. You just see them, they get all a little excited about the planning. And then, like, throughout the summer, I update them on how their stuff is going. Oh, yeah. We have those raised beds there, those little ones. Those are specifically for the kids.
Well,
we have another set of raised beds, which were made by our Boy Scout troop here. It was an Eagle Scout project. that's for people who might be in a wheelchair. We made them a little higher so that you could come in. And actually, that was inspired by a vet I met at my barber shop. He really wanted to be a part of it, but he couldn't get down, and he said I couldn't get down to the dirt. So when the Eagle Scout needed a project, he was really super great. I said, well, we need it for like somebody who might be in a wheelchair. Can you build them high?
That's amazing. And Brian, I got to tell you, to be able to involve so many people in so many ways, that's what makes it a community garden, right? And of course, when you talk about 10,000 pounds of food that are grown and sent to food pantries, you're feeding a lot of people. Now, Father Speier, obviously a lot of your parishioners and probably many of the neighbors are involved in this. How do people, I know you need a lot of volunteers, how do people kind of respond to that call? What should they do?
Well, we've kind of started a Facebook page for the garden, and we announce it in the bulletin often, and it just word of mouth, really. One quick real story. We got a call from a gentleman here at the office last year, and he said he's a pilot, and he flies into Toledo often, and part of the garden is a wildflower native to this area in the form of a cross. And so when he's flying into Toledo, he uses that cross pattern as a landmark to get to Toledo Airport. So he said, keep it going.
Wow.
So I think that's what, but as Bryan said, we put the statue of Mary out there, and we made it kind of like a prayer garden as well. And people come out there and pray the rosary. And so it's been a very good blessing for us in many ways. A lot of people are involved, not only from our parish, but we also have some people from St. Clement. Neighborhood people come in. In fact, there's some times when Bryan sees things done, and we don't know who does them. And people just weed and do this. So, yeah, it's been a real blessing for the community.
So people should contact the parish and say, hey, I want to volunteer in that community garden. When can I come, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And it's open every day except Sunday, correct?
Except Sunday, yeah.
Except Sunday.
Okay.
And yeah, nice days, of course. But it's been a real blessing for us. And that was just an empty field that used to be a sports field, but since we don't have very many kids here anymore, so we turned it in for almost 4 years ago now, and it's just a blessing, real blessing.
Yeah, a terrific blessing. The community garden at St. Catherine of Siena. Father Frank Speier, Bryan Blevens, thank you so much for sharing this great news with us.
Well, thank you for giving us the time, and we appreciate it.
Just call the parish office there at St. Catherine's, or just go in person, check it out. It's going to be easy to find. Go to St. Catherine's and look for the field right across from it. There you go.
You will dig it.
There you go. You'll dig it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but call the parish office at St. Catherine's, get involved, and be a blessing as well.
We'll be right back here on Morning Offering.